Hello, my name is Kenesha. I'm a student at EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama. Here today, I will be showing you the lesson for day 2 on my project calendar. So the day before, we read the chapters 1 through 3, and Eddie learns a lesson. So today, I will start the day off with the bell ringer, and the bell ringer is what's Eddie's real name. The students will put it on their little chart that I will give to the students, and we'll answer the question together, and her name is Aduke Walker. Okay, on the following along with the lesson, we will discuss basically what we went over yesterday and finish up chapters 4 and 5. So what we know from yesterday is Eddie is an escaped slave. She moved to Pennsylvania. She meets a girl named Sarah. Sarah helps Eddie in school. She shows her true friendships, and she starts school. So all that ties into the first couple of chapters. Then she meets Harriet. Harriet doesn't treat Eddie as a friend because Harriet thinks she's better than Eddie because she always lived up north. So she uses Eddie like a slave and makes Eddie do all her work. So once we, review and discuss that, we'll have a question, and the question will be, who would you think is a better friend, Harriet or Sarah? And this will be able to allow them to think and, give an example of what they think is a friend. So this kind of time more into the lesson. Then moving on, we will meet the rest of the characters in the book since we will be continuing the book today. So we met Ruth Walker, which is Eddie's mother. We know Sarah. We mentioned her, that's Eddie's friend. We know Harriet, that's the mean girl. And we know Miss Dunn is Eddie's teacher. Miss Ford is the mother's employer. And Mabel Moore, she's really not mentioned but in the beginning of the book, but she still is a character. She's just not a main character. That's Sarah's mom. Then we will talk about American Civil War into Eddie Learns a Lesson. Eddie Learns a Lesson setting is mainly during the Civil War. So I will explain that the American Civil War is a war fought in 1861 to 1865 in the United States after several southern slave states declared their section and formed the Confederate States of America. The states that was a part of the Confederate States of America was Mississippi, South Carolina, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, Virginia, Arkansas, Tennessee, and North Carolina. These was all slaveholding states. And what this will lead to is a discussion on how the story and the Civil War combined, what could have possibly happened along their journey that wasn't mentioned in the story, or what could have, what could some of the experience be that wasn't mentioned in the story, along with events that happened during American Civil War. So I will put my students in groups, and this will be their assignment. They will research educational events or any event that happened in the American Civil War, and what they'll do it in groups. And after they read and research, they will answer the following discussion question. Do you think Eddie went through the following events you researched? And this will be possibly a blog, depending on how I feel or how the students react to the assignment. They will explain what they researched, an event from the story, and they will compare them both on how they coincide together. And that's my project.